Hello everyone, welcome to KINGIE'S live entertainment show where we do live podcasts, DJ mixes and rap freestyles. In supporting us, please like, share and subscribe. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell. Welcome everyone to KINGIE'S live entertainment show where we do live podcasts, DJ mixes and rap freestyles. I'm your host Olubunmi Shomade. You can call me DJ King. And with me is Ayobi Bright Chimeze, aka DJ 250, and Josh Praise.
Josh Praise of the building.
Yeah. Today we'll be discussing about parenting in the 80s versus present. Oh, this is another good one to talk about, right? And if there's anything we're going to mention first, it's going to be the ass whooping.
Confirm.
You know our parents can really whoop ass then. If you are born in the 80s, 90s,
oh my God.
My grandma, Mama Shomade call her for K1. Mama Shomade beat the hell out of me. But I'm grateful to that ass whooping. You know why? Because it kind of gave me a factory reset to my brain that I was able to act in school where there is no cautioning. You know, in the university now, nobody is watching you, nobody's telling you how to behave. But you now see guys behaving in a way that you look like, from where I come from my own family, this is not acceptable. I can't act the way these guys are acting. I can't do the way these guys are doing. And it set a kind of limit for me to know how to act, to know my do's from my don'ts, to know my good from my right, and it's very helpful. For me, I'm still going to say, without any doubt, I'm going to say parents in the 80s, they are the best.
They're the best.
But it's another issue when they are now grandmas in present. Because if we're going to talk about that, my mom is a good example of that. Because when I see my kids act in a way that I don't like, and I see the way my mom will just let it slide, I'm like, Mom, I can't even do quarter of what these kids are doing. You would have beaten my ass up, but you would allow them to do it. Like there was a day we were in the house, I didn't know what caused argument, and Toby, just 3 years old kid, just beating his grandma. I'm like, grandma, how can Toby be beating you like this? And I was going to beat Toby back, and what my mom said was that I feel now. And she quickly gripped the baby and was rocking her. I was even telling him sorry. I'm like,
they don't pour you well. They don't pour you well.
Pour you well like how?
You could even stay for where your mama is 17.
You never hear where you go carry something come. You go tell your mom, say, Mom, I don't carry the basket come. Where should I put it? Put it on my head. Put it on my head now. Put it on my head. Or imagine say your mama slap you now. You can't go hold on.
You won't die.
Well, that don't happen. Be that.
You go Rumando.
Well, that don't happen. But in this present day of tech, now everybody can hold phone.
Oh, guy, you go even rub your mama head. Nothing go happen.
And I see the way some kids act, Bright. It breaks my heart. Even the way some kids act to me as a senior, it really breaks my heart, and I'm like, what the hell? Why should this be happening? Because I remember then, it takes a beautiful lady in just underwear passing in front of the TV, and the next thing you hear your uncles tell you is, hey, go and sleep, and you'll be like, Uncle, it's just 7 o'clock. How can you tell me to go and sleep? I say, hey, Bumi, go and sleep.
Go and sleep.
But now any kid can just pick phone up and watch porn. And you talk to them and they give you attitude immediately.
They will make you understand, say that they do them and there's nothing you can do about it.
But is it normal? Is it normal? Because to me, I believe African teaching is the way.
This level here, there's a way you talk about this Gen Z level of a thing. Now Gen Z.
Wait, seriously, I really want to ask, who brought about Gen Z? Who gave them that name, Gen Z?
I just know saying that it just come. Up to date, I am yet to discover how that Gen Z came up.
They now call us millennials. Hey, now wow, everything get written now. So, to you, would you have preferred if you were born now than then?
If I was born now, he pay.
He pay.
He pay. Because this period, I go fit do as I like. I go fit play, but I go fit that time. They born you where you
go fit do as you like. Are you sure you'll be as bright as you are? Do you know how good you are in academics now? Do you think you'll be that? You would have been so wayward.
At this moment, the level of pride that I will have just because of brilliancy.
Okay.
The level of people that I will work with will be different. Unlike then, either you are brilliant or you are rich or everybody. You get the kind of way we say they go and do now. We say you yourself, as you dey grow, you now get no be say category of even at this moment sef, you get category of people wey go dey waka with just because of wetin levels. Okay, I sabi book now. Unlike then, oga all of una equal. The kind way we say, in short, I can't even differentiate some set of people from others just because of what this academic performance. We are academically okay. I don't want to know where you dey come from. Number one, your assignment, your papa go sit down with you.
Yes.
Your mama go sit down with you.
Those are the scary part. It's
but
like
this period, your parents will not even ask, were you given assignment?
At all. That's true.
You don't get.
That's true.
So academically, as of now, you cannot even relate with your parents. Now take a look at some things that I noticed recently. Some parents, it is just because they know that their child will be starting an exam maybe a month time. You don't get.
It's a different thing, Auntie Shola will say, Bumi, bring your book here.
Sit down with you one after the other.
Let me give you an instance. I came back home, my auntie gave me mathematics to treat, and I did the mathematics. Can you believe out of 10, I got 9/10? And she's asking me why I missed that one that I missed. And I'm like, I was saying it because now you can't talk back there. You can't talk back to your parents there. Then I was like, I was saying it inside me like, Auntie Shola, for Christ's sake, I got 9 out of 10. How can you now want to crucify me over that one? Okay, now let me tell you what happened. We now started treating that one that I missed. I got it wrong again. She made me do it all over again. I got it wrong again. I didn't get it. I got it wrong again. Now this started like around 6:37. It started around 6:37, and Josh, you won't believe that I was still treating that one mathematics test till 1 a.m. And it was at 1 a.m. that my eyes now started clearing that Auntie Shola keep sending me back. And let me tell you one thing about Auntie Shola that I love it now, but then I didn't like it though. She's working with Liver Brothers. Liver Brothers made Blue Band margarine. Do you know what it takes for you to be working at that kind of company? They are now Unilever. They call them Unilever now. For you to be working at that kind of company, then come back home again to come and teach one boy again mathematics. I thought it was a joke. 1:30 a.m. 2 a.m. 2:30 a.m.
You go still go school.
It got to a level that I was working the mathematics and I was crying.
Hey,
like, what the fuck happened to me? Josh, when I saw 3:30 a.m. was when I now decided to finally open my eyes. That, hey, this auntie is not joking with me. What is really going on here? Josh, do you know? The answer was right in front of me. But just because of that little young boy truancy that I have, I didn't, and these are the things that happen to people in exam overconfidence. Yes. It's not like something I don't know. I think why the auntie keeps on sending me back was the fact that he knows that, Bumi, I know you are brilliant enough to know this mathematics.
So what's making you
know it? I had to clear my eyes. All the sleepy eyes went off. I had to clear my eyes like, what the fuck is going on with me? Why is this happening to me? Josh, I didn't get that mathematics. I didn't get it till 4:30 a.m. And Auntie Shola stayed with me to that time. It was until I got it, she marked it, then she now told me to go and sleep.
How many hours you want to sleep?
let me first of all, I really want to make you understand one thing. Then, if they are talking about my auntie that I hated most,
she's the one.
is Auntie Shola Shomade, of which is helping my life. But now, she's not alive now. Auntie Shola is late now. I love her so much now. Because when I now try to digest all these things and see that, ah man, this auntie built my life. Do you know what it takes? If you ask all my friends that went to All Saints School, Yaba, if you ask all of them today about Bumi Shomade, from primary 1 to primary 5, I was first position. I have a teacher that I was put in charge on. Her name is Miss Nkadi. But now, after getting married, she became Miss Osumade. She's always following me. Yes, she's always following me on Facebook. That teacher can whoop ass, and they gave her control that Bumi is a stubborn child. Make sure if he messes up, you treat his fuck up. And that was the people that really helped me in terms of education. They were there, they were super strict. Josh, I can't believe that somebody like me, because I used to tell people, and everybody be like, wow, is that the kind of person you are? Fine, I could draw, I could do all that, but in terms of mathematics, in terms of education, in terms of positioning, I'm always first. I was so good at it that as at primary 5, they were telling me that, Bumi, you need to go for common entrance. Instead of the normal primary 6, then common entrance, they said I have to go to common entrance at primary 5. Let me tell you the likes of people that were with me, Mojisola Shomade. Then there's one girl again. I can't remember her surname, but I know her name is Tafa or something. She's good. We were all brilliant then. I don't think the way we handle mathematics then, kids of nowadays can't do that.
No.
They can't do that.
They handle you see what.
Let me tell you, in that time, during that time, if you mess up in school, just my own is, teacher, please just kill me here. Because if it gets home, your teacher will only beat you for that one time fuck up. But you're going to be getting your ass whooped for the whole week. Now, just let me explain something to you. Fine, I came from a rich background. A Boti family for crying out loud. But at the same time, our own Boti family is the type of family that doesn't take nonsense. They don't take rubbish. We have series of kings in the house. Despite living in a beautiful house in Yaba there was no over pampering. The only thing that makes you proud in front of your parents is education. Maybe I would have been a footballer, because now parents will even say, "Eje come on, make bad football." They will let you play football.
Yeah.
But then it wasn't working that way.
You must study.
If you play football, you get your ass whooped for playing football. But now it's a different case.
Now you will see children of 4 or 5 years old. Now, if it is that football they want to do, they rather focus on that
football than focus on education. But then there was nothing like that. And fine, football pays well now. Seriously, football pays well now.
Yeah.
And now, self-reasoning will make you know that you have to handle both your education and your career.
Yes.
But when we are now talking about parental handling of kids of present day, it's really terrible. Kids can talk back to their parents. We can't.
We can't count it as
right.
offense.
We cannot talk back to our parents. When they give you food, we have timetable then. We have food for Monday, we have food for Tuesday, we have food for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is moi.
There's no point you
Sunday is Saturday is a special day when we do cakes, pancakes, meat pie, sometimes biscuit, sometimes we do bread, but then Sunday is rice. So the cake that my auntie has baked on Saturday, we eat it hot. then they put it in the freezer, then on Sunday you now take it cold, which is another taste entirely. I really enjoyed the life of 80s and 90s. I really enjoyed it. But the kids of now it's terrible. They talk back at their parents. How dare you?
When kids of now are using
how dare you?
You don't see the level of phone they are using. iPhone.
They
will operate the iPhone better than you that you are grown up.
Yes.
So the life of now, let's say parenting of now, they just allow that tech to take over their children. They just look at it that they want their children to be in vogue and to be in the things that is happening in the world.
Yes. Look at the one that happened then. That I didn't know which school was it then. I think it was a boarding school or one of these popular Lagos school. I saw the girl. I don't think the girl is even up to. The girl should be around 13 years. What should a 13 years girl be doing? And sexualizing herself on TikTok.
Okay. Yeah. I can remember. Oh, don't let us mention them on this call.
It's a terrible thing to see. It's a terrible thing to see.
Now, imagine that type of child at that age having that mentality. Where do you think this has started from? And they're not even controlling. She must have started from something. The parents must have been seeing it, but wouldn't really say something just because they don't want to offend the child.
Yes, because now you're afraid about what your child will think or what your child will say or what attitude your child will bring.
Exactly.
But the children, the parents of our own time don't give a fuck.
What anything you want to say, anything you want to think. But they
will intentionally fuck you up when you didn't even do anything wrong.
Even in the presence of your friend.
Yes.
They will choose to fuck up there.
Brian, let me tell you an instance. I was supposed to, after secondary school, I was supposed to be in Lagos City College, Yaba. Now I'm going to tell you what happened that got me into trouble, that made them change my school to St. Finbar's College, which was boys only school. Did you know what happened? Wow. I was caught with a love letter. I don't know what age are we going to be in primary 6 then? What age?
As at then, maybe 12 or 13.
13?
Or 9.
Primary 6? I think it's primary 4 that you'll be 9.
9, 12, 9, 10, 11. And I'm right now.
Okay, you're right.
That's 11,
so
12.
Now I was caught with a love letter. Okay, let me tell you what happened. It was like a Senate gathering. They called me. My grandma was sitting.
Hierarchy of family.
My auntie was sitting and they started questioning me.
Hierarchy of
and did you know what they said? They said, Bumi, if I ask you any question and you didn't answer the way you're supposed to, I'm going to beat the hell out of you. Now, the first thing that happened, they said, whatever they are reading out of this, my love letter in English, because they said I wrote it in English, that I should start saying it in Yoruba. Then they were asking the questions I was answering. They were asking the question I was answering. Then when it got to the I love you part, I was now stuttering like, I was now like, what is I love you? You even know it. You have to start it again.
The Yoruba version of that I love you, intoxicating.
Do you know what happened? I was already in my uniform, expecting to find myself in Lagos City College. And you know my family were tall. I just saw the person from far. Among the crowd of people, I just saw the person from far. Fair, beautiful woman with glasses now. Hey, Auntie Shola. Before I know it, my auntie changed my school. That's how I met myself in St. Finbar's College. Now, when I got to St. Finbar's College, it was an entirely
change
story. Because there is always all these Fuji artists, there's always one thing that they mention. They say Alagbara Ketu or Lenini Shomolu Bariga. That means the most powerful man in Ketu is a lazy man in Bariga. Now, all that my brilliance that I thought I had, all that smartness that I thought I had, when I entered into secondary school, when I entered into boys only secondary St. Finbar's College, it was a totally different thing again, no, because you now start seeing boys that are brilliant as you are. Some came from command school, and you know, in command, I remember that I also went for exam in command school. Some came from command school, and there's one command. Yes, some come from Air Force, and some came from public school, and some came. So we're all now together, and it was a different thing entirely. Our first examination, I just make myself for like position 47.
Jesus mio.
Out of 70 people in the class.
I been getting first from the beginning.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I never sure that day you don't go house.
And again, I think it affected me somehow because it was a boys only school. So I didn't care to give it for. If I had gone to a mixed school, I would have been worried because somebody like you will like girl like this. Yeah, will like girl like this. I would have been worried. So but when it was a boys only thing, I'm telling you, not until JSS2 before I could get myself back. My academics was poor. It's not like my grade was poor, but my positioning was really, I wasn't really okay with it. How can I be out of 70 guys in a class?
47.
And normally in my primary school we are always maybe 30, 35 in a class, but in my secondary school we are like 17 in the class. We have like JS1A, JS1B, JS1C, JS1D, like so 1F. That was the way it is. So it was a different ball game entirely. But I'm so glad and I'm so happy today that I went through the teachings of my family. So I'm going to say it. 80's is the best.
It's the best.
80's, 90's is the best.
90's, yeah.
Brian, I'm going to ask you because Bright is of the 90's. Brian, how did your parents treat you then when you were young?
Yeah, we were very strict too now.
Also, you don't go far.
Yeah, you see? I go far. Go far. We are not bombing for these days. Those days too, they're bombing. So things were really, really tough. Not really tough, yes, I would say tough. Because my parents didn't collect nonsense. Just like their own parents. And they very strict.
Do you have any instances of maybe when you messed up and they treat your fuck up that you can talk about?
You go plenty.
That
one I ain't plenty because I'm seeing a food vendor.
She dey sell food, okay.
So if you don't do for shop like that, see that's it with their house or with their where in the setting where people they watch film. Get. And if she don't come back, if she come back, I see she don't meet us for house.
You don't enter them.
Don't enter and cow. Especially when she come pick you by herself.
Pick you, get. The way they go squeeze your ears.
No, that she go
or they give you that toss on your hair when they don't barb.
Oh.
I mean, you're supposed to talk about the Barbie one. You go, they burn you well. Right, finish your own.
So those days no funny at all. No be like these days. Maybe say children. Some don't say they no go one come ask and they no go let parents know say they no go come ask that day. You no be like those days. With things.
You no go fit stay outside now that time.
So I don't really get much to say about this one.
But okay. How about babbing? They burn you well. Maybe you go back punk. Carry that, get liver, carry that punk.
That's skin.
They no burn you well.
They will put now your mama go carry groundnut oil sef give you. Make rubber make they shine. Make sure they sell.
You go back punk.
Punk for
they go slam that hair for you. Your hair must be shining. My own once they finish slamming it, they will now put they will now cut line. And now use it to rub it again.
You go pepper you.
You go the shiny head.
You mess up like this, you will just get tie.
Did you know what I did? Man, I messed up really when I was a kid. I did some stupid shit. Let me tell you another one I did. They gave me money to go and barb my hair, and I think it was the first. It was then that this new electric clipper started raining. They stopped all this chaka. That was money. It was the electric clipper that was doing, and they gave me money that, hey Bumi, go and barb your hair. I know the right place to go, but because I was trying to look for money that I can use to play video game, because there was a place we call White House in McNeil, very in Yaba there. So I took the money and I went straight to Sabo. Did you know the people I went to go and meet? I went to go and meet those Aboki Malams that used to they do shaving for all these adults. They used to do shaving for all these adults.
Shaving stick.
Yes, it's not. They don't use shaving. They use knife. They use knife. There's a type of knife, but they shave that knife has been is so smooth. It can cut throat. They do shaving. I used to see them down in my borough too. They come to stand. So when I got there, no, I can't speak Hausa or Fulani. I don't know who I was. So when I got there, I just told them. I said, please, I want to barb my hair. And they're like, hey, sit down. Then, as I was explaining, I can't speak their language, so I just did for them that.
Now they talk now. You
to tell them that lower my head and
shape.
What I mean is shape. But did you know what this guy did for me?
Skin the whole thing.
He didn't skin the whole thing, no. He barbed John Pope cap for my head.
What the fuck?
He was just here like this. Then he removed everything. He removed every hair. He now left just this place like this, like Catholic Pope's cap. So as I was coming back home, I just saw that everybody I was passing by, they were just laughing. Everybody saw me, they were laughing. Everybody would see me. And there's a senior bro then. We call him Brown. He's in UK now. So I passed in front of Brown's house in McNeil. When Brown saw me, Brown knew that because they know my parents, that Brown knew, if this boy go home like this, there's going to be trouble. So they just call me like, Bumi, where did you go and barb this thing from? I was already scared. I was like, then once they show me the hairstyle I barb inside mirror like this, George,
you go enter ground, you go be as if ground open me.
I won't die. Say, wait be this. Wait be this.
Imagine.
John Pope scarf. The man slammed all this. Everything was shining. Even the side boards, everything he removed. Just left John Pope scarf on my head. So it was that guy now, and it was that guy that now took my hair because he's a barber, and now helped me remove everything. Let me tell you, I was going for an exam. And they just tell me, hey, Bumi, go and trim your head down. I just wanted something low. But because of the greed, because of what I want to do, I put myself in trouble. And that was how I got into that. So now the guy now had to barb the whole head. So I had to go to that exam with my head fully slammed. That was it. Even, I will tell you, when I got home and they saw my hairstyle, everybody was like, oh, fine boy.
Jesus.
Rubbing the head. And they didn't know that normally I wouldn't barb something like that on my own head.
It's so annoying.
My family was so strict that even at SS1, when I brought home punk, I went to barb punk, they sent me back to go and remove everything.
Skido.
They said it is only when you are looking like egg. That's the only time they say you look responsible. So when you have style on your head, you are not looking responsible. It's very, very.
So it has to be skin for you to be responsible.
It has to be skin to be responsible.
I better go back to that time.
But then now you even barb. You see people, they will barb. They will put they even put pattern.
They
some
go
people write their name on it. Some will plait hair for boy child. You go plait hair on top boy child's head.
If you know be that time.
And I know his parents his kids of our own time that are now treating their children this way, because all those things that they didn't allow us to do then, so many children are now spoiling their kids with that, because I don't know how can you plait hair on a boy's child head.
A boy child will say he just enter 1-2 years old because of full hair.
Yeah, you won't go plait hair for hair. So, well, it's I don't even know how to say it. It's just overwhelming to see life like this. But there is nothing with
great change or great turnaround.
Yes, because tech and networking and all these new things have really changed perspective of how we see the world.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time,
they look at parents of that time as old school.
We really need to still teach our children to know how to act, because in this world now, with the way things are going now, if you don't teach your children to act well, they will definitely teach them from outside. And they will be referring to you as bad parents, because children misbehave a lot now that I see and I don't like, and there is nothing much that we can say or do about it. It's saddening.
Just need a change.
It's saddening. See little kids talking about sex.
What
do you even know?
Underage.
What do you know? What do you know at 13, 14? That you sit down and be talking about sex.
They're having boyfriend or girlfriend.
Or having boyfriend or girlfriend.
At that age.
At that age. We did too, but we got our ass whooped for it.
No be that time when they do mommy and daddy play.
And
if
they catch you, they go beat the crap out of you. But for me, no matter what, I'm still going to support the 80's parents.
I'm supporting.
Yes, I'm supporting 80's parents. I will never go for this Gen Z parents too. Gen Z parenting is making children wayward though. And then now if your teacher complain about your son, or teacher complain, the mother will go to the school and fight
the teacher.
Hey,
this one from experience. I've experienced it.
You can't do that in the 80's. You can't do that in the 90's.
If they complain that time, they go still.
It's so worse now that even when children come home with stolen stuffs, stolen property,
they go keep her.
They go keep her and without questioning. You can't do that during our own time. There is dignity.
Your parents will know the exact thing you went to school.
They will say rántí ọmọ ẹni tí wọ́n ṣe, rántí ilé tó ti jáde wá àti ilé tó ti bí ẹ, but now nobody cares about that. Everybody just want to do anything.
Now that they're going to make you understand, charity begins at home.
At home. But where does charity begin now?
About this place.
Charity never arrives. In fact, Moto don't jam charity
never
for road.
Charity still dey do years for everyone.
It's a sad sight. And but for me, I know I can also refer to myself as a Gen Z parent, but I still there is a limit for my own kids. There is a limit.
You be terror.
See the way Sheyi is now. See the way everybody, you know that.
By the time they're 20, they say, "If my daddy here,"
if my daddy here, they start fidgeting. Because I still want them to know that the training they gave us then is the right way, not now. Because I see what kids do out there, and I'm like, God, you can't even try this. And why did our mothers now that are grandmas to all these kids, then why are they now softy? Why can't they handle us the same way they handle us then?
If they are at this nowadays now, they look at it that the children will end up being wayward. So they rather drag them, bring them closer to themselves.
But we didn't go wayward that day. We didn't go wayward that day.
This time around the petting is as good as that petting will be the one that will make them.
Okay, what of the instance of when I went to play ball? I went to play ball and grandma went to church and said, Bumi, don't go out when I leave. And I left.
You were disobedient.
I came back from playing football because you know what happened was that the seniors, they didn't allow us to play. They were selecting themselves. Then when it comes to our time, we started playing like 6:30 to 7. So I played ball in the dark till like 7:30 before going home. Grandma got home before me. Trouble don't start. I went to the balcony. I hid myself there.
You don't go enter house.
She opened the door and asked me to come inside. I went inside. I didn't even remember if she gave me for all. I just know that I was sleeping. And while I was sleeping, around midnight, I wanted to stretch. So I just saw that my leg is tight. What is going on? Do you know? As I'm opening my eyes, I woke up to my hands being tied. You sure? The ass whooping I received that day, I can never forget.
Up to date, see, you still remember. Imagine, it changed your life.
It changed my life. It changed my life. But at the same time, during that time, it's like living in a horrible world.
Okay, you
can never like your grandma then. You can never like your parents then.
Now for us, I could tell you say, my mommy is wicked.
But now, when you remember all those past
it's smoothing someone's life.
Just be grateful that God, I won't be what I am today if not for them. I would have been wayward if not for them. I would have been in prison. Yes, because they will normalize stealing for you. Parents will see your children will bring somebody's phone to the house and they will connect it and help them hide it.
That still make me remember something. Now, if a child takes something in the house, you hear what grandma, some people will say, Shebi awa no ni.
No, it's a different thing in my own house.
Then my mama get something. I carry am, use am, make her understand. Mommy, na me use am. Oga, my mama pour pepper for my face, beat me. But now, if you want picking, just try and say, Mommy, it's me that take it. You will just say, you will have told me.
Stealing will never be an option for a 90s or 80s kid. Except the one that just want to be a bastard child. It will never be an option. Anyway, we've said a lot for today.
Yeah.
And I believe the way I'm seeing this topic too is a topic that will come because as far as I'm concerned, Bright has not said much on this topipic today. And I know why. He's not seeing himself as 80.
No worry.
He's not seeing it, but your own go come.
Now only you go date this
one. Now only you go date for the next one we go do. So we are grateful for today's show. Once again, it's KINGIE'S live entertainment show. Don't forget all what we do.
Yeah. On
KINGIE'S live, we do live podcasts, DJ mixes, and rap freestyles. You're still going to be watching our rap freestyles. It's coming up. And best DJ mixes from DJ King is also going to be coming out soon. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also hit the notification bell. Yeah. And commenting to tell us your views, to let us know your views on this program will really be appreciated. Yeah, we are live on YouTube. God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Hey, Pastor J. King. That's never me.
Hello everyone, welcome to KINGIE'S live entertainment show where we do live podcasts, DJ mixes and rap freestyles. In supporting us, please like, share and subscribe. And also don't forget to hit the notification bell.